Thank you first and foremost, Wim.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
I got the pleasure to talk to.
You do, you do. You're speaking to Australia here, Australian
Yeah,
audience.
right into Sydney. I love Sydney. It's a beautiful city. But right now, with the ignorance going coming from the governments, and I'm not full of prejudice, but don't touch my body, don't touch my mind. That's what I say. Autonomy it should be high in the flag of Australia. Democracy as well. We have a positive message. Even in these times, we are able to reset our paradigm, reset our power within. Whatever is behind, the most valuable things in life, which is happiness, strength, and health, should be within our command. Let's not no longer be brainwashed through the schooling that we have to fit into a system that is actually exploiting, sodomizing the planet, polluting it, a lot of abuse, wars, money-driven people, and we have to fit in. I'm not fitting in there
Yep.
because it makes me depressed. It makes me go outside of the purpose of life, which is being happy, strong, and healthy, and pass it on to my kids, to my neighbors, to everybody around. These lockdowns, it's not only an economic lockdown, it's a spiritual lockdown. It's a psychic lockdown. Whoever thinks that he is in charge of and being able to do that, he is not happy himself.
No.
He's just part of a system that needs to stop anyway. Because we got too much pollution going on in the world. We are systematically sodomizing the planet. And that should stop. If we become more autonomous, and that's what we show, through these breathing techniques, you can really get rid of your anxiety. To all the people who are watching, just do these breathing techniques, and they've proven themselves in science. Of course, it's not wide distributed because it doesn't make money. But your happiness is not based on money. My daughter had a couple of days ago television program with and the Mall Productions television, worldwide billionaire he is. And his son later told my daughter, after he took the ice bath, my father really has problems and issues with his health. And I told my daughter, you see, you can have billions, but health is not for buying, it's not for sale. So is happiness, so is strength. It is unconditionally there, but you gotta link up with that. This is what we show in science, and this is a happy message to all the people. Don't be bothered by the worries and whatever they are doing. You're actually feeding into the system. They love it if you are reactionary. Just be happy, strong, and healthy. They cannot handle that. If you learn to get a hold of your own life force, which is the breath control, plus the going into the discomfort like cold water, and this is all scientifically based. I just felt beginning when I began, and then I felt there is more than meets the eye. But how to prove it? I just followed my gut. I went out in nature. I climbed Mount Everest to the death zone in my shorts, or going under the ice, or running marathons beyond the polar circle, even in the desert, as you all told. And then found out what I was doing together with documentary makers that is scientifically considered to be impossible. But I'm a human. I just followed my gut. And following my gut let me out of the box. And then, because of going so much out, scientists became noticed what I was doing, and they became very interested, and I became a subject, a sort of a guinea pig in scientific laboratory settings, and show that I could control far more than in science was thought possible by humans to do at will. So there I am. And now I got a positive message. You don't need to climb the Mount Everest like I did, which, by the way, have been beautiful. I love it. I love to do it. I'm not an adrenaline junkie, however, but I want to know the limits of my mind and my body. And then I went to be subdued to experiments with scientists, doctors. And they, for example, injected me with bacteria. The damaging factor of what is going on right now with COVID is also inflammation. And nobody knows how to deal with it. I know how to deal with it because I showed it scientifically. And it's beyond speculation that the people don't want to get into that. It's because of this, guys. It's power and money. Money and power. Something stupid is going on. It's controlling their minds, and they want to control our minds. Otherwise, they don't get this. It's sick. It's a sick society where a healthy economy is based on hospitals, pills, pharmaceutical industry, food industry, and all that makes us dependent on them. Well, where is the unconditional health, happiness, and strength? Where is the unconditional love for life? Just feeling the power from the morning to the evening. What are we learning and teaching our children if we cannot experience independent, unconditional love? And that's what I'm advocating, and I'm showing it through science. You cannot buy health, happiness, and strength. You can have it for free. That is unconditionally there. We lost this, but here it is. And I bring it to you. I bring it to the Aboriginals. I bring it to all the native people of this earth. And that's all of us. We are all natives to this world, wherein we are born to be happy, strong, and healthy, and capacitated with all the tools to regain the balance. And that is done through techniques now. And I show that in science. And here I bring it to you. Just do it for God's sake once. And then you feel, and feeling is the understanding. Because when you feel happy, man, a happy man doesn't go to war. A happy man is not into possession. He's just bloody unconditionally happy. He doesn't need anything. He is there. And you spread it. You spread it like a positive virus. All over. Here I am. Wow, beautiful, huh? It's called life. I love life. That's my journey, a little bit of it, but this is my message. It's there. It's for free. It's simple, powerful, and scientifically endorsed.
To ask you and take you back to that, because like you were saying and so beautifully put there, you are a human and you have learned this technique and you've brought it forward, which I want to talk about. But take us back. Were you just at a place where you was fed up of society and you went out to nature and it's something that just came to you? Because like we spoke about earlier before the show about there is a spiritual warfare going on as well. So is it something that just drew you to nature?
Absolutely. When I was 12, I was looking at the world at the age of 12, and I pledged myself an oath. I was looking to the world saying, hey, all this abuse, all the wars, all the disease, all the depression, all this cruelty, and people think that's normal. I think it's sick, and I'm going to do something about it. It began, that awareness began at the age of 12. And of course, I did not know what to do, but I just said to myself, I don't know what to do, but I'm just going to start. How? I will be led by something. I'm going to do something about it because it's not right. When I was 17, I took my first icy cold bath just because I was irrationally attracted to go in. It's not the chatterbox. It's not the thinking. It's not the philosophizing. It is the feeling, the connecting to your deeper potential, the way nature meant it to be. And we lost that connection because too much comfort, too much extension tools, too much out there and not in here. And I found it through the icy water, you gotta go in. You gotta, your body is gotta react to the icy water because it's dangerous. So then the inner systems in the depth, they begin to activate. And that is a great feeling. It's an enormous feeling. You feel that, but that power is going to be within. That power is going to equalize, neutralize the impact. We destimulate always our bodies, nice and warm, like a hot dog. And we keep on being a hot dog all our lives. And you know what happens? The vascular system, cardiovascular system, then is not stimulated, which contains millions of little muscles. When they are not stimulated, they become weaker. What is killer number one in our society, the Western society, is cardiovascular related diseases. Kills many millions more than COVID. Yep. Many more ever since and every year. So I don't know what they are doing with COVID, but the real pandemic is cardiovascular. Besides of the mental pandemic, which is depression. There are very good for free existence techniques that are able to deal much better than pills and medicines. But it doesn't make money. So there we are. I began when I was 12. To me, something was wrong. And I just started. My God became God. My divinity is inside. We have beautiful minds, all of us. Only because we don't give water to the flower inside, it doesn't flourish. It's not there. It cannot be beautiful. Well, we have beautiful tools like the mind, like our heart, like powers inside. They are amazing and they make you feel amazing, but they need to be nourished. And we have gone into a system that is nourishing a system, but not necessarily our happiness, strength, and health.